Thanks for pushing me. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's what
it's a crazy feeling.
That's what it's about, baby, right?
Yes.
You earned it. You earned it.
Kawhi Leonard, the fans of San Antonio know how great you are, and now the whole world does.
They get a kick out of him, I get a kick out of him just because he's steady. And by steady, I mean he doesn't speak ever. All day, all practice, he just plays. And he's been so humble, you can see the emotion. Everybody loved him getting the MVP trophy.
It was that Kawhi Leonard trade for George Hill that vaulted them back in to real contention.
My favorite player, Georgie. We gave him up for Kawhi.
I wasn't very happy that we traded George. George was a big part of us, and we all loved him so much. I don't know.
You guys thought we were crazy.
A rookie? We worked out with him together, and he said,
like, can we give up Georgie for him? Yeah, all right, well, maybe they saw something.
But you said the same thing when Manu came. I said, Timmy, you're going to really like this guy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Hey.
I'm anxious to see what the guys we've added can do. Manu Ginobili, supposedly he's a great find. He's the best player in Europe, supposedly. I'd seen Manu in the summer. He walks up to me like, "Hey, Manu Ginobili, I'm with the Spurs." I said, "No, you're not." I assumed he was another one of the
experiments?
Yeah, experiments that I would never meet.
They've added the Argentine player, Nanu.
Look at this Ginobili.
Manu, he was an uncommon competitor, you know, when he arrived, and already very accomplished.
You may recall him from this past summer when he led the Argentinian national basketball team at the World Basketball Championships that beat the USA.
I didn't think he was going to be in awe of the NBA or anything like that. Everybody knew who Manu was. He was the best player overseas. So I was just excited to get him here.
Duncan's got it deep against Walker. Ginobili on the cut. Ginobili on the reverse layup is good. Nice play. First basket in the NBA for the rookie.
I knew ahead of time that there would be some basketball played that would both amaze me and frustrate me at the same time.
I was not sure if it was going to work out between you two.
Yeah,
I was not sure,
either.
like the rookie year.
I wasn't either.
Because
did you see the shots he would take?
Ginobili, he will throw it up from backcourt. Oh, Ginobili banks it!
We liked his competitiveness. We didn't know that every play was going to be a home run.
Ginobili again behind the back on the break. Ginobili, if that goes.
How many times have we gotten yelled at for stuff that he's done?
That he's done?
Yeah,
oh,
we're on the bench sitting
there,
and he does something. He comes down to us and yells at us for it.
Did you see what he just did?
I
Go
don't
talk to him.
Yeah.
You guys go talk to him. I'm tired of talking to him. You guys go do it. He's your teammate. I can't do it all.
I want to see if you can get as many shots up in the same minutes as he can. That's your goal. Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's got like 4 or 5 already.
Remember, first year you were here, when we practiced, you'd have to play against Bruce a lot. And Bruce used to beat the absolute crap out of you. That's where I kind of started believing or started seeing that he had something, that he was as good as advertised, because Bruce would go at him and beat him up and try to slow him down, and he played through all of it.
That's exactly
He played through all of it.
Not that I didn't understand it, but it frustrated me, like saying, what the hell, he's my teammate.
Yeah.
So he challenged me, and it was funny. It made me better.
Beat the crap out of you.
First play of the game. Tony, you're in charge. All right, who's in charge? Who's in charge? Okay. You're in charge. Don't listen to Manu.
In your case, there was no competitor. So you know who was your Bruce?
Who was my Bruce?
I was.
You. Oh,
yeah. You always went, Pop, you're on me. I was your Bruce. There was nobody for you to compete against. Tony, what are you doing? No, I didn't. I said the same group that was on the floor. Listening is important.
It's brutal. I've never seen anyone yelled at as much as felt bad for you. I really did.
It made me a better player, that's for sure.
I sat behind you in the film room, just give you one of these every once in a while. You'll be all right, kid.
Manu, what did you just tell him to do? And what did I tell the team we're in to start the quarter? That's your problem.
We got yelled a lot.
Those are those little discipline things that are going to win and lose us games. Everybody's got to know what we're in all the time.
But, you know, here and there, it was his turn too.
TD, what are we in? On pick and roll, what are we in? We're in hedge, let's go. On the side, 2.
If you see that and him just, you know, taking it and not going back at him because he was the franchise player, I said, okay, if he takes it out, I can take it too.
Imagine some new guy and it's his first year in the program and it's his first film session or the first time out of the first game and I'm saying, Timmy, you going to rebound tonight or what? You going to maybe get 1 rebound? What are we going to do here? And that young kid's wondering, oh my gosh, did he really say that to Tim Duncan? I got the easiest job in the NBA because you guys allow it to be said the way it should be said. Look at it. Hold up, hold up. That's too slow. Let's do it again. I don't see anybody sprinting.
He makes your role very clear at every
That's what I was point. Saying. He defines everybody's role. He sticks them right in the slot, so and then you have to fight your way out of that role.
Mano! Get back!
You, as I said, he never got a mold for you. Just fought him the whole time.
If Timmy turns and faces, you have to leave. Remember? If he's posting, you can stay or go corner, but if he turns and faces, you have to leave. Yeah, you did. You were tough. You were tough. When you drove...
But he's not going to double team. He's like...
At some point in that first year or 2 years or third year, whatever it might have been, I said, why do you do that? Why? What are you? He goes, my mom, this is what I do. And from that day on, we pretty much let him do what he does. He wants to do it, we'll let him go.
Ginobili. Oh, around O'Neal. What a move by Manu Ginobili.
So he taught me to be a little bit more patient, to widen my horizons, think out of the box a little bit more. And it was great. Keep shooting. Keep shooting it, follow through. Be brave, be aggressive. Just couldn't be more happy for the guys, and especially for David, because he had just an awesome game to end his career, and that's pretty special. And there's some guys, though, that are uncoachable. You know, you just saw one right there. The guy, a big guy, just walked by. He's uncoachable. He just wants to do whatever he wants to do on the court.
Nice jersey.
I know, my last jersey. It's all stained with champagne. It stinks now. We'll have to wash it.
David was here for 2, 99 and 03, and then he retired. And still did a great job in 03. I think in that final game, I think he had like 16, 17 rebounds.
17 rebounds.
In that game. I couldn't get Timmy to board, so luckily David was there to get a rebound that day, you know, so he did it. But go ahead, you can talk about that.
Personally, being a competitor, I kind of wanted to prove that we could kind of continue to do it. Like even though Dave was gone and Dave was a big part of it, that we could get back and continue to win and continue to win another championship. And so kind of that was my drive. That was my drive more than anything.
Top guy, that guy's digging down. So get ready to shoot. If I go into the middle, I'm not going right in the shot all the time. I might throw it right back to you.
7 to shoot. Tim backing him down. Into the paint, spins, gets it out to Ginobili for 3. And that is a Manu trace. The San Antonio Spurs have won their 3rd NBA World Championship.
We went through so many things in so many years. Always being old. It seems like everybody always calls us vets.
Yeah.
But we always...
Not bad for Montreal guys.
Yeah, find a way to get those 55 wins and go out there and compete against the young, talented superstars.
This is going to be your league in a little while, but I appreciate you giving us this year.
But I think we always competed with class. We learned to win, but we learned to lose too. Face up always.
Good effort, great job. Just remember, right now for the rest of the year.
Winning and losing graciously.
That's the right way.
That's it. You know, you guys win well and you lose well. And it's almost like un-American. Like, you know, it's supposed to be the only thing. But the right way in the high road is to lose well along with winning well. And there's a way to do it.
What a wonderful display of sportsmanship and class from Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs.
I like what TD said yesterday. We talked and he said we have good people at heart. And I think that's the best thing. When you choose the players, they're like good people and all they care is the team. So I think then it's easy for everybody to follow.
Great leadership. You didn't get 30. It was great leadership and solid play with the ball from your teammates. Great job.
I have to trust my teammate in this series.
Exactly.
You guys lead the way. It makes it easy for us to have everybody else follow. It's a huge part of why things work the way they do. Before somebody comes in, we do our best to try to figure out who they are at that point and whether we really want to bring them or not. Because we've always thought, you know, people are who they are. You're not going to make a competitor non-competitive or vice versa. You're not going to make a guy a team player if he's not. Selfishness is pretty much not even a topic with the guys that we bring in. And if it shows itself, minutes are the best equalizers.
Pass the ball! Excuse me? What do you mean he's supposed to be there? You got a double team out there and the guy's wide open right in front of you.
The selfish person sits, no matter what the talent level, and it works.
And you've always been willing to do that.
You got to be willing to sit the guy, and he's got to know that you're willing to do it.
Yeah.
Or you're held hostage and it doesn't work. If I didn't sit that guy, you guys would be angry at me. Well, that's what I'm getting paid for. You know, you guys got to play. And if I didn't do the right thing in that sense, I would hear it. As I do from each of you guys now and then, for sure, in certain situations.
So you can yell at him, you can say anything you want to him?
Well, that's a big word to yell at him, you know, but I can say something and advise him, you know, and we try to stay on the same page and make sure we get it done.
I start on the bench, so I get to see what was going on more. And there were some plays, especially this year, where it was like boom, 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 wow. Or those, you know, passes from, you know, Tony to a wing to Boris to you, or an extra pass to the corner. It was fun. I said, wow, this is nice. We are playing at a really high level. And if we could understand that this is the way to go on a daily basis, it can be so special.
Lay everything out there. And that means with your teammates. They got talent. We got to beat them with all of us.
Green finds Splitter. Beautiful feed to Diao.
I don't think we ever, especially us two that we handle the ball more, we never bought into it as much as this year. This year we knew that if we didn't do it, it was going to be similar to last year. And I think that it showed. It showed how we moved that ball.
That is T-E-A-M-T.
I never receive as many calls, messages, and saying how yeah.
I think going through the year, when we sat down and we had other guys come in and play, and those guys getting the confidence of being on the floor, and us getting the confidence with playing with those guys, you trusted that they would make the right decision.
But we do it by doing what we normally do. We have to do this together.
Pop says it about you all the time. You're the ultimate competitor. You want to get it done, and you trust yourself above anybody else. So sometimes you take it upon yourself to get it done.
Manu all the way in, left hand slam.
We get to a situation like this where we got teammates where you trust that everybody's going to make the unselfish play and the right play. Well, I think that's what translated into the end result.
So many possessions with multiple passes.
And everybody on their roster has scored.
how much trust we put on everybody, and the fact that nobody played 30 minutes.